Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we are in Stockton, California. We're going to be making our way down to Bakersfield and we're going to be hauling this cool little generator. And this generator is one of the loads coming from the BWS Oilfield Lowboy from ATS Trucks and Trailers Reviews. Lately, a lot of people have been gravitating toward the newer Entire Blackhawk, and I love that trailer as well, but a little bit of love to the Oilfield Lowboy today, especially with some mention that sometime in the very near future we're going to be seeing an update to the Blackhawk anyway, specifically with a ton of new loads. So I am probably going to wait to feature that on the channel. Wait till it gets updated so I can show that again. But the white Freightliner is what we're going to be hauling today. This is otherwise known as the Freightliner Powerliner. This is by Rush Hour 109. I've done this several times on the channel, but the main reason why, well, there's two main reasons why we're doing it like this today. Number one, we got to show off that skin, that Kings County truck line skin. This is free on the Steam Workshop by Goggles56. Knocked it out of the park with this one. Skin continues on the back side here. We've got the US dot numbers there, and we are running number 476 today. I'm running in California here from Stockton down to Bakersfield because that's kind of Kings County area. So we're going to be coming from the north and headed down the south. I don't know. I have to take a look at it whether we're coming down the 5 or the 99. Yeah, we're actually going to be taking the 99 down here from Stockton. It's a little bit more of a direct shot through Fresno, and this is kind of the area where you have Kings County. So we're going to be driving right through our local area. And of course, as you saw in the title, one of the other reasons why I really wanted to run this Powerliner from Rush Hour 109 was because when I was doing research on this a while back, even when I first got the truck, I saw that one of the premier engines, and it's one of the reasons why it was built the way it was to hold a bigger engine. At the time, the big one was the Cummins KT engine, and that is the one that we're running. There are 3 variants of it from David Steele and Steele Productions. It's free on the Steam Workshop, and I'll have a link down below. 3 variants, different horsepower. I'm rocking the 600 horsepower version today. And we've got a 15-speed setup because that would have also been a typical setup in this truck. So let's go ahead and get moving. We got the load, and it is a bit urgent, so we might be a little late. Got my Fanta and my cup of coffee there. Should be good. I wanted to point out one thing. I have never heard this engine. I'm going to hear it for the first time along with you guys, live-ish. We'll get the windows down so we can really give her a good listen. Here we go. Get our headlights on. And we might as well go ahead and get our 4-ways and our beacons as we pull out of here. Oh, parking brake's still on. By the way, this generator set 41,895 pounds. Stay to the right a little bit so we can make sure we clear that back end, but then we got to turn pretty hard because I don't want to go straight into that corner. It's a pretty decent setup. I didn't do a very good job of matching the paint. It looked pretty accurate in the... It always comes out a little bit darker on the trailer. Yeah, as I said, we're using the 15 speed today. 15 speed from Fury 6. but we're going to be using the RTO version. That is the U-shaped pattern. So I'm currently in third, and instead of going up to the right for fourth, I'm going to go bottom right for fourth. And it's the same in the upper on the upper side when I'm going 9 and 10. I like the RTO pattern. Yeah, this 15 speed, you've seen me drive it quite a bit. It's from Fury 6 on the Steam Workshop. Completely free. Does great work. And you can get the RT and the RTO version. So the U-shaped pattern is one way and the standard H pattern is the other way. Get these four ways off. I'm going to leave the windows down for just a little bit. Get the beacons off. Oh, I'm liking the sound of this. Yeah, this is nice. Well, let's just stick here. So we're coming up to a red light. Yeah, usually I take the time to prepare a little bit. I don't like to go in absolutely blind because I haven't tried something yet before a video, but everything with Steel Productions is pretty solid, so I was kind of giving myself a little bit of a surprise. I want to try to every now and then shake things up, and it's a little bit of a roll of the dice because I don't know what if something was wrong with the engine or something on my end, but that's okay. Sounds just fine. This Cummins KT-600, love it. It's okay to rev her a little bit more. She is thirsty. Yeah, you're not gonna be saving on fuel mileage with this engine, but she's got a ton of power. And she sounds like it. We're really happy with this. This was part of a recent update that David Steele did to his engine pack, and I believe he put out a few different engines. The KT was one of them. The other one is a Cummins L10. What else did he do? I believe it was a 6V91 Detroit. And he also put out something that we're going to be doing probably, maybe not next video, but the video after that, is we're going to be testing out his Cat 3306. That's right, not a 3406, but a 3306, the predecessor. Kind of excited about that. I haven't been able to find any 3306 in the game, so I thought that'd be pretty cool. Like always with this truck, and I mention it every time, really good visibility with the mirrors. Happy about that. Gauges match up really good with the gauges that I have here on my desk, so they're pretty accurate. And with this, you're not going to get a ton of nodes. You do get the option of changing out the steering wheel, placement of the GPS, and then a few things like the drinks. But it's all about the feel. I don't have to sit here and spend 45 minutes building this thing in order to get that nice feel. So good work as always from Rush Hour 109. This is a short drive, by the way, 3.5 hours on her. Get a little bit of a shot from the outside so we can see this generator and the BWS Lowboy as we crash right into the off ramp. There we go. I think it's a pretty good set myself. I'm going to have to get back here a little bit. We're going to stay right here on the 99. Getting a little bit of traffic build up. A little bit of morning traffic build up, huh? Yeah, 950. It should be out of traffic by now. It's alright. And he probably got pulled over for speeding because, as always, 55 in California for trucks. I think that's why a lot of people don't really like to be driving in California too much. And coming from California, it's it's kind of a love-hate thing because I don't like the 55 mile an hour thing that is the entire state, but I do like seeing some of the improvements that they do because I am familiar with a lot of these areas. Even just being from Southern California, I've been up in the Bay Area a lot, Northern California, even Central California, basically where this Kings County line is from. Kicker into 10th there. We're overshooting the speed limit just a little bit. I'll go ahead and keep it here so you guys can see the gears as we're all red. Kind of a dead giveaway right there. I had a question for you guys. I'm doing some research for buttons now and for my dashboard, and I'm pretty sure that this can't be the case, but I'm trying to find a toggle switch that is spring loaded, and so far I've only been able to find one or two that are spring loaded, and they're all 125 volts, and I don't think that's going to work plugging it in through any sort of encoder or any sort of Arduino. What are you guys doing? Is there a way for me to reduce that power down from 125? I mean, it's essentially AC power. I got to switch it over to DC power so that whether I go with the arcade USB encoder or whether I go with an Arduino, I've got to get it reduced so that it's compliant with a 5 volt board. How should I go about doing that? That is the question. Or do I just need to find another solution? If I can't find another spring-loaded toggle switch, that is going to kind of kill my flow, and then I don't think there's much else that I can do. I'm thinking specifically about the assignment of lights and wipers because you just have to keep clicking through them. And the idea of a spring-loaded one was, in order to turn them on, normally with a toggle switch you press up and then you have to manually press down. That does nothing, so that you can go to the next phase by pressing up again. And I figured maybe it'd be easier if I just had that toggle or that spring loaded, so I just press it up, it goes back to the off position, and then I just flick up again. So I thought that was going to be a good solution, but apparently no one makes anyone that I can find. I've been looking for a couple weeks now. No one makes a spring-loaded toggle switch that works for anything under 125 volts. And maybe there's a way that I can cut that power somehow. I don't know. What would I use for that? Would I be using a transistor or a resistor? I'm not sure. So if you guys have ideas, I'm just about out of ideas, and I think I might just have to go back to, as much as I hate it, just using buttons, just using momentary buttons. And I think that's, if I had only one button that I was going to work with, I would love it to be a toggle switch. But the way that this game interprets toggle switches and doesn't acknowledge the down toggle version of it, so you just have to keep hitting up to get your next command, it makes it kind of a pain. I don't want to deal with that anymore. And since I'm taking the time to build something myself, thought I'd make something that's, this setup works for right now, but I don't want it to be like my final setup. I don't want to be, I should be able to get what I want, but I can't find it. Any advice from you guys would be greatly appreciated. About an hour and a half left on the drive. Take another look at this skin from Goggles 56. It looks pretty sharp. I'm liking it. And this, I gotta check again on the Steam Workshop. He did this skin for another truck. It may be Dom's. I'm not sure. I can't remember right now. But as always, Goggles absolutely knocked it out of the park with the skin. Take a little look at that generator. Got some nice detail on it. So I know, like I said in the beginning, a lot of people's attention, because it's a newer trailer, has been going toward that Entner Black Hawk trailer, Lowboy, but he also has that BWS Oilfield, so if you're looking for a new trailer, you might want to take a look at it. It's got some nice loads on it. It is an older trailer, and I think the thought is there's not going to be as many updates for it, but that I don't know. Usually the older stuff doesn't get as updated as the newer stuff. But this is also a good trailer if you're looking for a little bit of a, you know, looking to change it up a little bit. Not just drive the same trailers over and over again. Here with this Jake. Something else I wanted to mention from my last video on the John Ruda's Freightliner Coronado. There was one thing that I mentioned. It was hard for me to find the node for the license plate on the front and back bumper of the truck, and someone had pointed out to me, actually in the comments, that I need to update the flare pack, the lights and flare pack for John Ruda. And I had just updated them not too long ago when he did the W900 update and the 362 update, but apparently it might be safe to just go ahead and update that every time you throw in a new truck, just in case. But apparently that is the solution, so I am going to just re-download the lights and flare pack, get that installed, and then you should have nodes for license plates. So that was a good catch. I can't remember who said it, to be honest with you. If you're listening, for the person that left the comment on the video, appreciate it. It was a good find. Make sure we pull up wide enough to get that trailer around. She's pretty big. Nice setup though. Really liking it. Really enjoying the KT as well. Great job, David Steele. It really feels like you're back in this era. That engine, the look of the Rush Hour 109's Powerliner here, I'm just loving it. Go ahead and get our four-ways on and get our beacons on as we're pulling in. Let's figure out where they want us to drop this. I'm going to start back here. That'll kind of determine what path I take. Let me go check. Okay, we got easy parking here today. I don't have the easy parking selected. I've got it set to random or you tell me, so it mixes it up every now and then. I did a drive just the other day. I was also doing a cab over for that. That saved me because it had me do that parking right there in the back alongside those trains. Oh, and that is just a pain. That will test your skills. I think personally that's one of the most difficult parking spots in the game. If you guys have your opinion and want to chime in on that, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. Sure, we pull off to the left a little bit more here. Don't clip that guy. I don't think backing this thing is going to be all that easy. I might have to do a little bit though. Oh, they would have accepted it. That's okay. Let me straighten out just good enough. I'm looking relatively straight there. Let me go ahead and pull up back to the left a little bit, straighten out, so that I don't have to go too crazy with this backup. Oh, that really got off track. See, having this double really makes it a pain. I must not have been absolutely straight. I'm going to try this one more time, then I'm not going to put you guys through this. Alright, so I think what I need to do is I need to steer off to the left. If I steer to the left, that should pull the middle section over to the left, forcing that trailer to back up to the right from my perspective. And then I gotta do a quick turn here to get her in line. Oh, that's not gonna work. Too much. See if we can pull her in line a little bit. That should be fine. Should be able to recover that. It's a tough setup to back up. Oh, and I had to pull forward too much. Alright, let's see if this thing straightens out. There we go. I should be able to just go straight back now. Just looking pretty good. Will it stay straight long enough for me to get the okay before that first set of wheels starts to turn and get all crazy? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take that. Alright, beacons are off. Parking brake set. Windows up. Parking lights on only. And there she goes. Leave our four-ways on since we're kind of out here blocking stuff. Anyway, welcome to Bakersfield. Short little drive through Kings County here, and with this Kings County skin from Goggles 56. I hope you enjoyed the drive. Powerliner from Rush Hour 109, always recommended. Great job, Steel Productions, with this KT line. There are 3 different horsepowers. This is the 600 horsepower version. That's the one that I've been looking for forever. I think the only other one that had one at the time, it was probably like a year ago, was I want to say it was Rabbinicus. Had a KT, but it was broken, so I was able to download it, but when I turned the engine on, nothing happened, no sound, and I was kind of bummed. Been looking for one ever since, and great job, David Steele, coming through with the KT. Also love this BWS Oilfield Lowboy. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. I'll have links to all of this down below. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see all my videos, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.